Hello students, good time to all. I am Chandan Kumar Pradhan. Welcome to your YouTube channel Chandan Physics. In this video, we are going to discuss Poiseuille's formula for flow of liquid through the capillary tube. Let's begin. The scientist Poiseuille, to his honor, the unit of viscosity in CGS, that is Poise, he derived an expression for the rate of flow of liquid. Rate of flow in the sense how much amount of volume, that is volume of liquid flowing per unit second. Per second. Poiseuille derived an expression for the rate of flow, or we can say the volume of liquid flowing per second through a narrow tube. Through a narrow tube of uniform bore. Uniform bore in the sense these portions are uniform all over that of horizontal tube under a constant pressure difference between its two ends. In that of two ends, the difference of pressure is constant. There will be no such variation of pressure throughout that of horizontal tube. So, to derive the rate of flow or the volume of liquid flowing per second through that of horizontal tube, so many points are assumed by him to derive that formula. What are these points? The assumptions are: the flow of liquid is streamlined. Streamlined in the sense, we say if the velocity of a particle in fluid is exactly the same as its preceding particle, then the flow is said to be streamlined. Here the flow of liquid is streamlined and parallel to the axis of tube. Let this one be the axis of that of tube. The liquid flow just parallel to that of axis of that of tube. There is no radial flow, that is the pressure over any cross section is constant. Look here, there is no radial flow. Radial in the sense the liquid are not flowing from this to that. That is only horizontal flow are taking into consideration. There is no acceleration of the liquid at any instant. The acceleration is assumed to be constant. There will be no such change in acceleration. Again, last assumption, the liquid in contact with the walls of the tube is at rest. We assume the flow of liquid in that of horizontal tube, the liquid that flow contact with the wall of that of tube is assumed to be at rest. These four are the assumptions. By using these four assumptions, the scientist Poiseuille formulated the mathematical formula for the rate of flow or the volume of the liquid flowing per second. Now we derive the Poiseuille's formula. For that, we have to consider a liquid flowing through a narrow horizontal tube. Narrow horizontal tube of a radius smaller, its radius smaller, its length small l, under a constant pressure difference in between these two ends, the pressure difference, let P be the pressure difference, applied at the two ends of that of tube. The velocity of the liquid in the tube is maximum along the axis and 0 at that of wall. Let we have to consider a coaxial cylindrical cell. Let a coaxial cylindrical cell which has of a radius small x, its radius, the coaxial cylindrical cell, this is the cross sectional view of that of coaxial cylindrical shell of radius small x and its thickness, let that of thickness is dx. The liquid layer at a distance x has velocity small v. Let this is that of cross sectional view, it is the coaxial elementary cylindrical the liquid layer at a distance of x, this is at a distance of x, that is a distance of x plus dx, since this elementary portion is dx, and the velocity of that of liquid layer which at a distance of x has a velocity of v, and also the velocity of the liquid layer at a distance of x plus dx will be v plus dv. Hence, force of viscosity of the cylindrical cell is given by Newton's formula. What is that of formula? F is equal to minus eta A dv by dx, where eta is the coefficient of viscosity of liquid, which implies F is equal to minus eta, that is the area of cross section, its area will be how much, that is its circumference into thickness, 2 pi x l, sorry, the circumference into length be the area of that of portion, 2 pi x into l dv by dx. That is 2 pi x, not l, that is 2 pi x dx, 2 pi x 2 pi xl, 2 pi xl, okay, 2 pi xl, and the negative sign indicates the force of viscosity acts opposite to that of driving force, as we have already discussed in the concept of coefficient of viscosity. Let me take equation number 1. Again another force, that is the force which tends to drive the liquid in the cell is how much? That is the pressure difference across its end into area of cross section that of driving force will have much? Let me take, that is F dash, pressure difference, pressure, applied pressure, that is P, we assume P be the pressure difference, into area of the cross section, that is pi x square. Let equation number 2. For that of steady flow, therefore for steady flow of that of liquid, these forces must be equal. Steady flow, F is equal to F dash, that is force of viscosity is same as that of force tends to that of drive the liquid. Therefore F, that is minus eta 2 pi xl dv by dx is equal to F dash, that is P pi x square, which implies dv by dx is equal to minus p x divided by 2 eta l, which implies dv is equal to minus p x dx divided by 2 eta l. Let equation number 3. Integrating that of equation, what we have? Integrating equation 3, we get, which implies V is equal to minus P divided by 2 eta L x square by 2 plus C, the equation number 4, where C the integrating constant, where C is the integrating constant. What should be the value of that integrating constant? We apply the conditions like when x is equal to r, x is equal to r in the sense, that is r the wall of the radius, wall of the tube. Look here, x change to that of r, x is equal to r means that is the wall of the tube. We assume at the wall of the tube the velocity will be how much? 0. V is equal to 0. That means liquid is at rest. We assume liquid is at rest is our assumption. This is the last number assumption. The liquid in contact with the walls of the tube is at rest. That's why using that condition in equation number 4 we get, therefore C will be how much? P r square divided by 4 eta L, equation number 5. And finally we get, using equation 5 in 4, we have V will be how much? P divided by 4 eta L r square minus x square, that equation number 6. This is the equation for the velocity term. Look that of equation. That equation represents the equation of a parabola. We have to draw the equation of a parabola. Parabola like that is the equation of a parabola. This is the, so the profile of velocity distribution of liquid is that of shown in that of parabola. This is the arrowheads. This is the flow of liquid. The length of arrows are proportional to the velocities of their respective positions. The velocity is maximum where? At that of axis. Along that of axis the velocity is maximum. This arrowhead represents the proportionality of that of how much velocity flows. Shorter arrowhead, that means the flow of that velocity of that of liquid is small. At 0 there will be 0, then there will be some portion increasing, finally this is the maximum at that of axis, again minimum and 0 at that of wall of the tube. This is the simple representation of that of equation in that of parabolic graph. Now what we have to find? We have to find the rate of flow, that is volume of liquid flowing per second. Now the volume of the liquid, flowing per second through the cylindrical cell of face area 2 pi x dx is given by, let dV is the volume of that of liquid flowing for that of face area. This is the face area. Face area will be how much? 2 pi x into dx is the face area. dV will be how much? Velocity into face area of the cell. Face area of the cell. Velocity, that is small v, into face area of the cell, that is 2 pi x dx, or dV is equal to v. We find the value of v in that of equation number 6, v, that is P divided by 4 eta L r square minus x square 2 pi x dx, or dV is equal to P divided by 2 eta L r square minus x square pi x dx. then the total flow of that of liquid, hence the volume of liquid V flowing per second through the whole tube is obtained by integrating the above equation between the limits. We use the limit from x is equal to 0 and x is equal to r with the limit that is from x to r, that of the radius of that of given cylinder, that is V is equal to pi p divided by 2 eta L integration from 0 to r square minus x square into dx is equal to pi p divided by 2 eta L r square x square by 2 minus x fourth divided by fourth limit 0 to r is equal to pi p divided by 2 eta L r fourth divided by 2 minus r fourth divided by 4, which implies V is equal to pi p r to the power 4 divided by 8 eta L. This is nothing, this is the Poiseuille's formula. Poiseuille's formula. Poiseuille's formula, that is the rate of flow or the volume of that of liquid flowing per second in that of horizontal tube. But there are some limitations are found in that of Poiseuille's formula. What are the limitations, or how we achieve the limitations of that of Poiseuille's formula? In deriving the Poiseuille's formula, two important aspects have been neglected. That can be easily understood from that of assumption. Look here, what are these two important aspects? It was assumed that the pressure difference across two ends of the pipe was used of against viscosity. Look here, second number assumption, that is the pressure over any cross section is constant, but actually that does not happen. But why that does not happen? But actually a part of this pressure difference is used of in imparting the kinetic energy to the liquid. Some of the portion of that of pressure is used for imparting the kinetic energy of the liquid. That's why it is not possible to maintain the pressure difference a constant in between the two ends of that of tube. So that must be a correction is needed for that of pressure issue. The limitations is found for that of pressure, cause of pressure. Again another issue, secondly it was assumed that, look at here, there is no acceleration of the liquid at any instant, but actually that not happened. Actually what happened? Liquid flowing in the tube had no acceleration and is streamlined as it enters the tube, as we assumed. But in fact liquid while entering into the tube is accelerated, but actually when that liquid enters to that of tube it is accelerated. So there will be a correction needed for that of acceleration. a correction in that of pressure issue and another correction is needed for that of acceleration. For that of pressure issue, we correct in that of energy term, that is the kinetic energy correction, and also in that of acceleration issue we use the correction in that of acceleration. So a correction is needed, that is kinetic energy correction. Let kinetic energy correction. What is that of kinetic energy correction? Let P dash, we take P dash, the pressure difference, the pressure difference which overcome the viscous resistance of the liquid. Clearly P dash is the part of a P. Since P change, there will be no such constant in that of pressure. That's why P dash is the part of P and should be substituted for P in that of Pauli-Julius formula. We substituted that value of P. So the work done against viscous force, work done against viscous force per unit second, per second, not unit second, that is per second, is equal to how much? That is P dash into V. This is for that of annular region through annular region of that of horizontal cylinder. Now the kinetic energy imparted to the liquid per second is given by kinetic energy impacted to that of liquid per second will be how much? Half, that is mass per second, mass per second into square of velocity, that is half mv square, is equal to half mass per second will be how much? We know density is equal to mass by volume, then mass is equal to density to mass density is equal to mass by volume, mass is equal to density into volume. Let density be the rho. Therefore we assume that of 2 pi x dx. For that of second we use, that is v rho, velocity, let v square, whereas rho is the density of the liquid, density of liquid, is equal to, that is pi rho x dx vq is equal to pi x dx rho. In place of v, that is the velocity term. What should be the velocity? We derive, that is the velocity term. We use, in place of p we write p dash. What will be there? Rho p dash divided by 4 eta L r square minus x square whole cube. Therefore the kinetic energy imparted, now we find the kinetic energy imported to whole volume of liquid flowing per unit second, per second is obtained by integrating the above equation from that of limit x is equal to 0 to x is equal to r, that is the kinetic energy imparted will be how much? Pi p dash divided by 4 eta L whole cube integration from 0 to r square minus x square x dx is equal to pi rho p dash divided by 4 eta L whole cube r to the power 8 divided by 8 is equal to pi p dash r to the power 4 divided by 8 eta L cube rho divided by pi square r to the power 4th is equal to, look that up, Poiseuille's formula. Poiseuille's formula will be how much? The volume, the rate of flow of that of liquid will be how much? Pi p r to the power 4 divided by 8 eta L. That will be same, pi p dash r to the power 4 divided by 8 eta L. P dash is the part of p, that's why we use also in that of case, that is v, q rho divided by pi square r to the power 4, as v is equal to pi p dash r to the power 4 divided by 8 eta L. Now this is the correction term, that's why we can write work done per second in overcoming viscous resistance of liquid and imparting kinetic energy to the liquid. Just add, that is p dash v plus vq rho divided by pi square r to the power 4th. Therefore pv is equal to p dash v, that is this p dash v plus vq rho divided by pi square r to the power 4th, which implies p dash v is equal to pv minus vq rho divided by pi square r to the power 4th. Taking v as common, what happened? P dash will be p minus v square rho divided by pi square r to the power 4th. This is the correction portion. Again, this is the first correction, that is kinetic energy correction. Again another correction will be introduced, that is acceleration correction in acceleration. Correction for acceleration. How we correct that limitations? The motion of the liquid as it enters the tube is accelerated and does not become streamlined until after covering a large distance, that liquid is streamlined. Until it covers a large distance, we can't say that liquid is streamlined. That's why it is difficult to maintain the acceleration as constant. For avoiding that error, to eliminate that error, if the effective length of the tube is taken to be L plus 1.64 R, where R is the radius of tube, then we can easily eliminate that error. So we add 1.64 times of that of radius to that of length of the cylinder. That's why we can easily avoid the limitations to that of acceleration. Overall, now we overcome two limitations, that is correction in kinetic energy and correction in acceleration. Overall, the Poiseuille's formula in correct form is written as V is equal to pi P minus rho V square divided by pi square r to the power 4th, that is correction in pressure, divided by 8 eta correction in length. Length will be how much? L plus 1.64 times of that of radius. This is the corrected Poiseuille's formula. Corrected Poiseuille's formula for that of flow of liquid. So with the help of this video lecture, we understand what is Poiseuille's formula for flow of liquid through that of capillary tube. We introduce so many assumptions and mathematical way to prove how to derive that of Poiseuille's formula. First, velocity term, nature of velocity is introduced with the help of that parabola, and finally derive the rate of flow of liquid per second, that is the Poiseuille's formula. Since there is two limitations occurred in that of assumptions, one is a correction is needed in pressure and another one to that of acceleration term. So kinetic energy correction is introduced. This is the correction term of that of pressure. Again, then corrected pressure must be this. Then correction for acceleration, that is increment in the length of that of cylinder, and finally the corrected formula of Poiseuille's. So with this useful and informative notes, let me wind up this session. Thank you.